Welcome everyone, this is Weems from Grow Up and Game, and I need a better computer. We were playing Druidstone, The Secret of the Minier Forest, and I knew this day was coming. I tried to avoid it, but unfortunately I have had to downscale the resolution on my laptop to 720p. I reviewed the old screen captures, and there were some pretty bad stuttering issues at certain parts. Now, I haven't been able to confirm that this will actually fix the problem. But I have a sneaking suspicion that it will. I've run into performance issues on a number of other games where normally the trick was to get it down to 720, and hopefully this will be the same, but that's not that important. The game looks nice, and I mean, it's really more about aesthetic with this game than graphical fidelity, so going down to 720p, you're not going to really lose much. So, it is a sacrifice I'm willing to make. But enough about that. Let's look at what we got going on here. We have 3 people leveled up. We have 3 levels to go to. And I have one in mind. But before we go and jump into that level, let's do these levels up. So let's see what old Leonard has. So his options, he's got all of the usual ones. This dodge, and he got this action surge. Gain 1 action point, and if you do a double gem upgrade, it heals all wounds. That's interesting. Now, okay, it does say free action. So it's a free action to occasionally be able to just go wreck someone. And honestly, I'm really into that. I'm going to get that. I'm going with it. That seems like a really strong choice. It seems like a kind of get myself out of trouble type of choice, which he tends to find himself in a lot. So we'll go with it. Let's look at Ava. Ava is starting to kind of get into more attack spells here. So she's got the option to do freeze, which is actually pretty cool. And do I want that though? So protect seems okay. Advance we had with the other dude. It seems helpful, but she's got so much range that I'm not super worried about it. Some toughness might be nice for her. Purify, shift isn't too bad. I do like regenerate. So this is target recovers 1 health per round, and it lasts the entire battle. So I feel like that mixed with probably Leonhard, it seems to be the simplest setup. Could be pretty strong. Yeah, but this is also nice because it's just always active. Allows her to get into the thick a little more. We're going to go with Regenerate, though. I'm going to select that one. And let's go check out Oiko. Oiko has picked up the ability to get sleep. Put a creature with less than 10 heart remaining to sleep for 2 rounds. You can focus it for a 3v3 area, starting from the creature with least health up to 15 health points worth of creatures fall asleep. So this is like the D&D sleep here. That's pretty cool. 5th edition. Actually, it might be other editions too, but I know it's 5th edition. That seems really helpful. Kind of. I don't know though, because if they really have that few health points, you might be better off just nuking them. But then again, if you got like 2 guys with 6 health points, you're not gonna be able to nuke through that. So to get yourself out of a bind, that could be incredibly helpful. But I've been biding my time on these 2. So Force Field, this one seems pretty sweet. Also a get out of bind type of thing. Basically, you can just block people off. That honestly seems pretty great. Lasts for 1 round, and +1 target, so I'll create an additional force field. That seems really strong. Shield also seems really strong. We've had the Shidos already use it. And create a magical shield that blocks next 2 sources of damage against yourself. That's just free health. And that could be a lot of free health. So you can actually throw Oiko into trouble with this type of thing. And so I don't know if this burns your shield spell right away doing this. But you know what? I'm going to go with shield. And not only that, we do have the 1 power gem here. We're going to test out Auto Shield in this next level. We'll take a look into that. And what else we got? So this Talisman proved to be kind of a dud. You need to raise bones within 2 squares to fight as a skeleton. So this is good if you're fighting a bunch of undead, and you've got, you're fighting other guys and they're trying to raise the dead. You can kind of raise the dead instead. So I think that can be handy in that situation. But in a generic pinch, I don't know how I feel about it. But we do have Mr. Sterling's harmonica here. Spend an action point to summon Sterling to fight by your side at the price of 20% of any gold obtained. So that's pretty cool. And Sterling's mug ability has a chance to steal an item instead of gold. I don't know if that's a permanent item. I'm going to have to look that up. But that's a pretty attractive choice. I'm going to go ahead and select that. So we're going to have the option to pull Sterling into the fight if things, start going sideways. Yeah, I like that. And then we'll swap it out for the skeleton summoning item. What was the name of it? The talisman, should the need arise. So we've got auto shield there. Yeah, and actually that removed it from the skeleton there. So how do we want to do this? We could do another focus. We have a couple options. She's got a decent number of gems. How many does he have? 2, 6. She's got 3, 5, 5. Okay. He's got 4. So, well, Leonhard probably needs a little love here. Let's see. If we could do another whirlwind could be helpful. Another power attack could be helpful. So he's got a couple cleaves. I do like the idea of just blasting someone with flurry. But power attack kind of also solves that. You can just like really, really mess someone up if you choose to. What is this? Gain 1 use of shield, blocks. Oh man, that's good stuff. It goes against my philosophy of, just blowing people up rather than taking damage. But as we found out in some of these earlier levels, sometimes they throw things at you faster than you can kill them. So being able to manipulate the positioning with shield here, I like that. So we're gonna do that. All right, so we're set there, and it probably won't matter because we're going to be doing the trial of the statuary. Last trial that we did of the cryon blocks over here had no combat, so this might be more of the same. But let's take a look. From Beryl to Leonhard. Subject, the shrines. Here's a map to the shrine that has me... let me restart there. Here's a map to a shrine that has had me baffled for a couple of years. It's a statuary with a locked door of unknown metal. There seems to be no mechanism for opening it. Frankly, I'm completely stumped. But hey, you're the warden. Maybe you'll have better luck with it. Alright. Statuary with a locked door of unknown metal with no mechanism for opening it. Let's take a look. Any ideas about how we can open the doors? Just statues. I think they've been here. Like Bemirian ruins, so it could be thousands of years. They look lonely. Alright. Well, unfortunately, it looks like we don't get to test that shield theory. So I might have to just test that between recordings, but that's okay. I still like the idea of auto-casting it at the start of the level. Alright, so these are... We'll have Lyco. I mean, so we might have to restart this a few times. Because 3 of us are missing. Oh. Looks like they might all have different messages. He's just saying 3 of us are missing. What about you? Alright, I'm just going to do this for completeness sake, but I have a sneaking suspicion they're all going to say the same thing. That was locked. So, now I'm wondering if this is solved within the confines of this level, or if this is you need to like haul a statue over type of thing. Now I do see 2 lit flames. Do I even have the option to move these things? Now, you know what? So, because I don't really see any mechanisms, any mechanics for me to interact with here, thinking I'm just gonna move on. We will, yeah. How does this work? Yeah, I'm gonna have to think on this one a little bit, I think. Because as it stands, I can't push him, I can't really do anything to him. Oh, 3 of us are missing. There's 3 of... Are we the statues? I wonder. So we're going to go here. Wonder how much orientation matters, too. Have him stand like that. Yeah. So we're just gonna mimic the way they're set up now. So now she mimics that. And Oiko up here will mimic this. There we go. I'm sitting here like, oh, this is going to be some type of looting thing. No, I just had to expand my mind a little bit. Because I can't believe I almost fell for it. So let me kind of explain my rationale as to why I might have thought that this was a comeback later type of thing. I did run into a problem with one of the chests in the level where you go rescue the guy. You know what? I'm going to go pull it up. I'm not going to just go speak vaguely here. Let's go look at the actual level. I believe it was Blimmer Cave over here. Was it the prisoner? Yeah, where you go rescue the prisoner, and, you know, Steelface had a chest that you couldn't reach. It ended up being the solution to that was actually the Willow Flute and Oiko in tandem. You use the Willow Flute to summon a person over the edge of the across the lava that you couldn't walk across, and then you have Oiko swap, bada bing, bada boom, you do it. But yeah, so I was thinking, oh, maybe there's an item I need, and I was going to go check, but then once I thought about it, wait, there's 3 of us, there's 3 statues missing. I figured it out. So we're all cool. And there are some nice items, so let's kind of close things out by looking through the items here, setting up the gems for the next level, and then when we come back, we can just kick things right off. So let's do that. So looks like we've got some rubber boots, which are pretty neat. They just make you immune to lightning. I could actually see that being super handy. Cyclone Cuirass, 3 health, makes you floaty, which means you are pushed back when damaged by an attack. That is a really cool mechanic. I could see that being a really nice double-edged sword. I could see it getting you out of trouble. I could see you getting you into a lot of trouble. But I could also see how you could position yourself to take advantage of that, and, you know, maybe even kind of bait yourself into taking some hits. Use that in conjunction with shield. There's a few neat things you could do to leverage this well. Tornado, which does this do? Push adjacent creatures 1 square away from you. Okay, pretty neat. Warp Maul. So this is a melee weapon. I'm guessing a 2-handed weapon. I base this off of nothing. It doesn't say anything about being a 2-handed weapon. But it gives you the option to warp, which I don't know what that does. Let's see. Oh, that's, huh. Yeah, and that's a free action. All right, that's really tempting for Leonard. Really, 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 really tempting. I'm going to look through the rest of our options here, but this isn't a position of prominence right now as far as things I'm interested in obtaining. Frost Staff. Does actually a little bit extra cold damage, which is cool. It gives you a charge of focus. And 1 use of freeze for 2 gems. I'm not into that. Let's see. Deer armor. I think we've already looked at this stuff. Okay, that's good. That's good. Let's see here. Robe of Blood. Drop hard on hit. Know all about that. Windstorm Bow. This one was pretty cool. Venom Edge. Not as cool. Alright. That Warp Maul And even that Cyclone Cuirass, just because, I mean, the 3 health is pretty cool. But we're gonna do that Warp Maul. Let me get that. So if we close this, Leonhard. Now I did like the Battle Axe to get that power attack, and we still can. Like we're not ruling it out, but let's get the Warp Maul. So I'm gonna have a Maul. Now, do I want the power attack on kill, or do I want... Well, actually... So you don't need to main hand this to get the warp. And... can still get that cleave. I like that, actually. So we're going to lose the piercing, which isn't ideal, but the power attack on kill really helps make up for it. And then the warp plus, well, we could also get the shifts, but I don't really care too much about that. All right, so this guy, so he's got kind of crap armor. He's got that leaf shirt, so this might be Leonhard Day. This is Treat Yo Leonhard Day. Here, let's see. So that could be good. Can I afford it? I can. Silk shirt is nice. Ooh, with a gem, that could be very nice. Deer armor also could be nice. I do like just having free movement. Pass through traps without triggering them. Robe of Blood. That could be a double-edged sword as well. I'm really interested in that deer armor. Huntsman's Cloak just gives you another shift. Which is not bad, and it's cheap. I'm going to do the deer armor. Buy it as is. We're not going to do anything to it. We'll go, take that out. Yeah, the poison immunity, it has come in handy. But I like the extra health, I like the free movement. I like all of that. So that's looking pretty good. We got 100 gold left. And what can I afford? Affordable items only. Lightning immunity. Destroy undead. What does that do? Oh, just kill an undead dude. Well, that's pretty nice. So Oiko can get an offhand, actually. It's not a bad option. Let's look at weapons that we can afford. He would pick up Purify, have a little bit of a melee option, which he doesn't really need, but still not too bad. I mean, I can't think of anything better. Dagger or sword, those are both lame. So at least he would get Purify, which it gives me flexibility, which is it's not expensive flexibility either. I think it's only 80. And we can give him Destroy Undead too, which would just give him more nuke ability. Although Avo might benefit from that, but I'm pretty set on her using a bow for the time being. But we might turn her into a melee soon. We'll see. You know what? I'm going to grab this guy. And we're going to go ahead as I select the wrong person. And he's going to offhand that. So we got a staff, and we've got the Dawnstone Breaker. So we could get 2 staffs for just mega focus, but we're going to need more gems for that. Speaking of gems, we got 3 of them to divvy out because I have been removing items. So we definitely want that power attack on kill. We definitely want warp. So that takes up those pretty quickly. And then he's got the shield. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So either Ava or Leonhard is going to get a little love. Who needs it most? Having multiple uses of volley could be very helpful. Extra use of regenerate, also helpful. But I want to kind of see how much I actually end up using this. Let's take a look here. It's going to be Leonhard. He's about to be in the thick of things, so I really want to maximize him. We're going to be getting a lot of power attacks from this guy, hopefully. I think extra Whirlwind Seems pretty straightforward. Or we could upgrade this to have bleed. 1 damage at the start of each round, ends when recovers health. Because I do have the extra from the battle axe. So there's a nice little bit of synergy there. And I think that is a cleaner AoE, if I'm being honest. It's tough. We're going to try the bleed. Alright, I think... What does days do? Oh, it introduces RNG into the game, which I would prefer to try and avoid. Okay. I mean... Ooh, recover hard on kill with charge. That could be sweet. Really sweet. Yeah. We're going to do that instead of the bleed. I'm going to see if I can... I'm going to kind of monitor cleave here. If it ends up being used a little more often, I might be switching that over. But I like this. And we've already buffed this too, so it's repeatable. I think I'm going to get a little more mileage out of this. Now does bleed go through armor? Oh, I'm so torn. You know what? That's something worth looking into next time. We're going to keep it as is, and that's it for this one. Just a quick little puzzle that I almost gave up on. But there we go. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. And until next time, I hope you have a good rest of your day, week, month, year, and life. This is Weems, signing off.